Hi everyone. Today I'm going to help you work on some of the problems here, finding exact values on the unit circle. Let's start with this one, number 2. Sine of 5 pi over 3. First, I need to find the angle. Where is this angle located? You always start from here. Because this angle is positive, I go to the positive direction. If I go half of the circle, I reach to this point, which is pi. Because my angle has a denominator of 3, I'm going to change this pi into the same format in a way that it has the same denominator of 3. How? I put the denominator of 1, then multiply top and the bottom by 3, so it will be 3 pi over 3. So I'm going to write that here and move it here. So this is just a new form of pi. If I make a full circle, I'm going to reach to this point, which is at 2 pi. Again, I'm going to change it to the same format, having a denominator of 3. Put a denominator of 1, multiply by 3, so it will be 6 pi over 3. So this is the new form of 2 pi. I'm going to move it here. 5 pi over 3 should be somewhere between 3 pi and 6 pi, but where exactly? Now I'm going to find the halfway between these two. That will help me find the exact location of 5 pi over 3. Halfway from 6 pi to, from 3 pi to 6 pi is going to be 3 plus 6 divided by 2 is 9 over 2 is 4.5. This is how you find the midpoint between two other points. Just take the values and you don't have to deal with the others. Just 6 and 3, add them and divide it by 2, 4.5. That's the halfway between these two. So it's going to be 4.5 pi over 3. Now, 5 pi over 3 is between these two. So my angle is here, starts from here and then goes this way, ends somewhere like here. So this is 5 pi over 3. Now, how do I find sine of this angle? First, I need to find the reference angle. Reference angle is the angle which is made with the terminal side of the angle and the x-axis, and it's here, this one. What is the measure of that? It's 6 pi over 3 minus 5 pi over 3, which is pi over 3, and it's equal to 60 degrees. So this is 60 degrees. Now I'm going to make my right triangle here. So using the terminal side and the x-axis, I draw a straight line, and I have my right triangle. This is going to be a special right triangle because this is 90, 60, this one will be 30. So we have a special right triangle and we know the ratio of the sides. Opposite 30 is 1, opposite 60 is root 3, and opposite 90 is 2. Since this side is below the x-axis, it's going to be negative. But this one is on the right side, it's in the positive area of the x values, so it's going to remain positive. And also, we know that hypotenuse is always positive as well. Okay, so on this right triangle, what is sine of this angle? If you find sine of this angle, that's equal to sine of 5 pi over 3. So I'm going to write this is equal to sine of this angle, which was pi over 3 or 60. Doesn't really matter which one you write. We know that sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is negative root 3, and hypotenuse is 2. And this is our answer. Okay, let's go to another example. I'm going to do this one for you. 6. Cosine of pi. Where's the angle located? We know that we start from here, 0, and then pi is going to be here at this side. Pi or 180, that's the same. So this is your angle, start from here and end here. When your angle is on the quadrant borders, like this point here, this one, or here, we call them quadrantal angles. For these angles, in order to find the value of trig functions, you need to know the coordinates of the points. If I find the coordinate of this point, then x value is going to be cosine of this angle, and the y value is the sine of this angle. We have learned this before. So what is the coordinate of this point? Because this is unit circle, I know that the radius is equal to 1. So this distance from here to this point is 1, but because it's on the left side, it's negative. So the x value of this point is -1, and the y value is 0. We know that on the x-axis, the y value is 0. So basically, we got the cosine is equal to -1. I can find cosecant of 180 right now using the same thing that I draw for this one, because 180 is the same as pi. So what is cosecant? We know that cosecant is 1 over sine. 1 over sine of 180. Okay, what is sine of 180? It's 0, because once again, pi is 180. Okay, so sine of 180 is 0. So this is 1 over 0, and we know anything divided by 0 is undefined. So we say this is undefined. I'm going to do one more practice for you. Let's work on tangent of 3 pi over 4. Okay, so first of all, we need to find the angle, 3 pi over 4. We always start from here. This is where we start. And if I go half the way on the unit circle, I'm going to reach here, which is pi. Again, I'm going to change that to the same denominator. So if I put a denominator of 1 and multiply top and the bottom by 4, it's going to be 4 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4 is somewhere between 0 and 4 pi over 4. Half the way from 0 to 4 pi over 4 is 2 pi over 4. So 3 pi over 4 is going to be between these two. So my angle is here. Starts from here and ends between these two. This is 3 pi over 4. Okay, 3 pi over 4. To find tangent, I need to find a reference angle first. What is reference angle? It's the distance between the terminal side and the x-axis. So it's here. This is the reference angle. What is the measure of that? 4 pi over 4 minus 3 pi over 4. So theta reference is pi over 4, which is equal to 45 degrees. Okay, so this is 45 degrees. Next, I'm going to create my right triangle. Draw a straight line from the terminal side to the x-axis. Now, we have a special right triangle because this is 90, 45. This one will also be 45. We know the ratio of the sides for a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Opposite 45 is 1, opposite this 45 is also 1, and opposite 90 is root 2. Now, which one is positive, which one is negative? This one is negative because it's on the left side of the x-axis. But this one is positive because it's on the right side of the y-axis or above the x-axis. This is positive. Now, what is tangent? We know that tangent is opposite over adjacent. So I'm going to consider my reference angle. This is my reference angle, not this one. The one which is made with the x-axis. And find the opposite side, it's 1. Find the adjacent side, it's -1. So it's 1 over -1, and it's equal to -1. So that's the answer. So this is how we work on these problems. If your angle is a quadrantal angle like this one, you need to find the coordinates. And then x is cosine, y is sine. If your angle is in between the quadrants like this one, then you need to create your right triangle using the reference angle, and then find the ratio of the sides and find the trig value that you need. Okay, have a great day.